I'm Chris Ryan with OnceFilms, and our friends at Workbook reached out to me via email to see if we'd answer a few questions as part of their interview series. Let's dive right in. So first up, how did you become involved with motion and film? And please describe your journey. My journey really began as a still photographer, but I found quickly that I enjoyed talking to my subjects as much as I did photographing them. And with video, we're able to tell these like bigger, richer stories with multiple cameras and larger and longer productions to get to the heart and soul of why people do what they do. OnceFilms was born about 8 years ago. Our studio is based out of St. Louis, Missouri, and because we're in the center of the country, we don't find ourselves exclusively working anywhere, not just on the East Coast or the West Coast or just even in the Midwest. We'll bounce around all over the country and sometimes even all over the world, depending on what our project calls for. The projects we do are all shapes and sizes. We really look for types of work that can be meaningful to us, that really kind of tug at our own heartstrings, that make us feel like we're making a true impact on the world around us. We do a lot of light and fast things, me in a backpack in Haiti. Other times it's larger productions and bigger crews and actors and all those kinds of things, depending on the scenario. But at the end of the day, our work means something to us personally, making emotional connection, originally with the project itself, and then hopefully with the audience in the future. Next up is, what's the most challenging part of producing motion projects? And what's the most rewarding part? I think we'd all agree that one of the biggest challenges with producing any project is just sort of all the moving pieces, right? It's keeping a lot of people happy, on the same page, and creatively moving in the same direction. One thing we're asked to do a lot is to have the maximum amount of production value, the best possible end result, maybe for budgets that might have limitations, or for logistical challenges, or even just creative challenges, right? How to make this story interesting. But that's our forte. We really come out of the gate with just, here's what we think. And by having just an open dialogue with everyone that's at the table, that gives us the best chance to make that happen. When you're finished and you see what the entire group has created, and more importantly, how it will get used and what impact it will make down the road, it doesn't matter if we look at it and say, look how cool we are, this is such a neat looking piece. It's really what happens with it when it's out in the world. To see a nonprofit campaign just blow the doors off of fundraising efforts, to spread the good word of some company that's doing something fascinating on the other side of the world, to see a project that we worked on flourish, that's really the most rewarding part. Next up is, please describe your dream assignment. Our dream assignments take a lot of different shapes and sizes. I would argue that we get to do our dream assignment over and over and over. But if we had to sort of invent something, I think that to basically tell the unknown stories, to sort of dig a little deeper, to scratch below the surface, to give every individual a voice, those are the dream projects for us. It's the unknown, it's the discovery. It fills our sense of curiosity when we're able to go out and really learn something about someone. Regardless of the subject matter, regardless of the client name, regardless of the travel schedule, we just want to tell great stories. And every time we have the opportunity, we check off another dream project. So there's some fun questions at the end. What is your current state of mind? So I have no idea what that question means, but I'll wing it anyway. My current state of mind early in 2019 is optimistic. We've got a lot of really cool stuff going, working on projects that are right around the corner. We have great people here. We had a blast over the holidays, and we're just excited to kind of start the year off right. One of the most exciting things we have going is building out a new studio just a few doors down. We bought an old building that we're completely gutting and renovating. Seeing that building come to life and the excitement that we're all throwing cool ideas at, give us a little more elbow room and some more fun space to have Nerf gun wars or whatever. So I think all in all, optimistic. I think there's a lot of really cool things we're gonna keep working on, and as we just keep moving forward and keep tackling new projects and telling great stories, I think we just get continually more and more excited about what we're doing. All right, next one is, if you were to die and come back as a person or a thing, what would it be? If I was gonna die and come back, what if I came back as my own coffin? I would come back as a meteor, hit the earth and burn everyone with me. Caterpillar. Abraham Lincoln. Just the bones though, not the whole thing. I could come back as a quarter. Can you imagine what a quarter goes through its entire life? Get into a lot of pinball machines and be like, hey, y'all in this pinball machine too, huh? A kumquat. Trumpet. An exact clone of myself. Super Tecmo Bowls Bo Jackson. A city bus. How about snow? The rapper, not the meteorological event. Next one is, what is your most treasured possession? which actually I kind of had a hard time thinking about. Like, I don't know. I think something that I have that really means a lot is a Swiss Army knife that my grandfather gave me before he passed away. I got it when I was like 10 years old or so, and I still use it all the time. It's one of the really big ones with like screwdrivers and tweezers and magnifying glasses and all that wacky stuff. But I think it just kind of speaks to my mentality just in general. You know, the ability to have the right tool for the right job at the right time, the flexibility to kind of make anything happen, that it also represents something that, I don't know, just kind of has a certain ethical match. All right, that's it. That's all the questions they had for me. I hope that was somewhat insightful. For some crazy reason, you made it this far. I'll be honest though, I much prefer being on that side of the camera. Thanks.